Z Unplugged time, boys and girls. And hey, the dead serious, springtime of the year. Pinch points. Pinch points. What does that mean? It could be the absolute holy grail mother lode spot. We are going to explain that right now. Zona Unplugged. Throughout our country, in reservoirs, you have main lake, the dam, and then you'll have spawning bays, okay? Like this is a massive spawning bay that I fished as a kid, and I would always, springtime of the year, wait for them to come in, and I would idle over a pinch point for 2 decades. Point and a point makes a pinch point. There's 2 things that I'm going to explain that makes a pinch point an absolute stop sign from fish that come in off the main lake going to make love. The amazing thing is how many fish could actually get in a pinch point. Let's go. Clocked it. Look, 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 look. And here's what a really, really good sign is. Throwing a Redeye Shad. Not a big one, but when they get 2 hooks in them, like that little dude did, might be a good morning. A deal like this, and here's what's really weird, is growing up fishing this lake when I was a kid, I would idle through this pinch point to go chase, you know, shallow, warmer water fish, and I had no idea these fish would just literally sit here for weeks. But there's things that make a spot like this good. One is it's shallow. It's only like 2 to 3 feet, but all the boat traffic through it, got him. All the boat traffic through a season, idling through there, actually will make motor cuts. It'll make motor cuts that, hi, nice, just good, oh baby chub. The motor cut will create a hard bottom where it'll actually dig through the marl, and it'll clean the grass out. And that hard bottom, this fish really fish like a hard bottom all year, but they really, they really like a hard bottom in the springtime to set up on. He really buckled it. Like, I don't want to pull up there much more yet because I want to catch them all. Got him. Got him. They're home. Little guy, little guy, little guy. Nice keeper. And what was weird was how I kind of dialed this in one day. I was with Hunter and Jacob, my boys, and we were idling. Got him. We were idling to the back where they're gonna spawn, and I watched one bust right in that pinch, and I'm like, hey, I just saw one. Nice, 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 just nice, solid keeper fish right now. We stopped, it was this time of year, you know, got him. It was this time of year, and we caught about 50 or, nice fish, 50 or 60 And Hunter and Jacob said, have you fished this spot a long time? I'm like, today. Nice, nice, nice. But there's a few more variables that make this good. We're gonna go through that on this Unplugged. It's gonna happen. Water temp is mid 40s, but how shallow it is, all I'm kind of doing is yo-yoing that Redeye. Just yo-yo it. There he is. And what I'll do is go through a rotation of baits, aggressive baits first. Like I'll throw this Redeye. There is no telling. Ow! How many are there? So I'll go through aggressive baits first. Generally this time of year I want something vibrating to start. Redeye Shad, Thunder Cricket, maybe a little crank. And then I'll go through and finesse them and really mop up on them. I'm not going to get into all the juice quite yet up in there. And I could tell, like here, nice. And if you look here, if you look in his mouth, there's new of the year grass, real green. So that grass is just growing. And what'll use that grass more than anything also, besides the bass, is bluegill. It's loaded, dude. And all I'm doing, all I'm doing is yo-yoing it. Small. I got about my favorite color in the spring for a Redeye Shad is baby carp, okay? That color right there, it's kind of a burnt orange with like a chocolate back, little red nose. But that baby carp Redeye, that's one of my favorite colors. And what I do is I change out the hooks. I put on number 4 Trocar EWGs. That'll keep them pinned, right? But that burnt orange, coppery orange, killer when the water temp's in the 40s to mid 50s. So I'll let that bait just get down, and I'm gonna do is just yo-yo. And all these fish are hitting it when it falls. Like right there, tunk. I got a Lose Pro TI reel, a 7-to-1. Look. That tells you how many's there when they're getting that bait like that. That 7-to-1 lets me pick up line when they pop it. I'm able to pick up line really fast. I'm almost fishing it like a jig. Had another one. Like that one right there. Gosh darn it. There's so many in there, dude. Tweaked. Bad catch. All I'm doing is making the same cast over and over where all those boats idle through. And cut that bottom. Nice one. Keep them coming. Look how that bait's in his mouth. So, Let me go through real quick what makes it really ignite. Okay. We were taping a Zona show like 4 hours from here yesterday, or 2 days ago. We were taping a Zona show, and I looked at the forecast, and it said this area was gonna get an inch of rain, okay? Literally an inch of rain, what we got yesterday. And what happens in a pinch point leading into a spawning bay from the main lake is I looked at cameraman Wes and I said, I got a place we got to go. This is an old chub. Looked at cameraman Wes and I said, we've got to go to a lake with the conditions that are coming that I think we can catch 100. So what happens is the rain that we got, even though the temp this morning, the front passed through, yesterday it was a warm rain. It was like, God, 55, nice one, to 60 degrees. You've got a point and a point. So what happens is that rain that we had yesterday, number one, it'll cloudy the water up. Number two, it warmed the water up probably 2 degrees. But most important, that little funnel, that hourglass right there that I'm casting into has a real soft current in it today that it would not have had yesterday, okay? That little current that's funneling, there's one right there. That's funneling, there he is. That's funneling out of that backwater. Ooh, get over here. That real soft current leading out of that spawning bay to the main lake literally just stacks them up on top of each other, feeding. Oh. There's how many fish are in here, dude.
Run and tell your best friend it's about to go down. Burn a hole in the weekend. Gonna light up this town. Gonna step it up. Gonna step it up if you wanna go. Feels good to be alive.
I could tell they're getting a little bit wise to the right. Maybe not, maybe not. I mean, they are clubbing it when they hit it. But this is a deal, you could literally sit on this for hours because there's fish coming and going all day long. Nice one, nice. He's got a face full of trebles. And I won't, look how they're good. That is how you know how many's there, when those fish are engulfing that bait like that. Nice fish. Okay. Got him. If you look, the magic temp, just under 50 degrees. There's that fish right there that I'm fighting. Hey, fish. Oh, nice fish. It's just a good old fish. Beautiful. Good to go. Like that bait was new That bait was new this morning. I tied it on at the barn. Cameraman Wes got to the barn. That was new this morning. It's going to be destroyed. And that's a good problem. So like I said, look for little areas like that outside of spawning bays with temps on the increase, but most of all, a massive warm rain. Okay, even though they're going to keep hitting that, and here's the other thing. Look, this is a public lake. This is a lake. This lake gets the crap kicked out of it daily in the summertime. And what's always amazed me is in the spring, I don't see many boats here. Like we went to the ramp this morning, and we're the only folks here. Even though they're staying on that Redeye Shad, and I think we could go a C note on them. With that, I'm gonna just keep some other stuff honest. That's the throw. Got him. Nice one. See, that's so amazing to me. You fish through that with a Redeye Shad. Look at this. I put on a shallow hybrid hunter, and on about the 10th cast, I got the biggest one of the day so far. Got it. Nice fish. But that's a good lesson right there. I threw that red eye for about 45 minutes, 10th cast with a hybrid hunter. You catch a big one. Nice. The thing about a hybrid hunter, it doesn't dive down, it runs horizontal like that instead of digging down. So that bait will actually stay above those fish. But the one thing that I've learned about a hybrid hunter, Todd Castle Rock, brought that to Strike King years ago. It catches big uns. Like, I don't know why or what it does. I've taped with it on Choke Canyon, and you could be throwing any other bait, but for some reason that one just catches better average. I have no idea why. And I'll throw this actually on 20-pound Tatsu to keep it as shallow as it is. Like that fish right there is only in 2.5 feet of water. That keeping it on 20-pound line, that bait will stay above those fish and not rooting around down on the bottom. Bad cast. Now I'm gonna go to a thunder cricket. Sun's barely up. They ought to absolutely knock this thing into the dirt. One of the big, like when I started, one of the big keys is just, gosh, jump 2 foot of slack in it. One of the biggest keys is just getting them started. Like when we first got here, I made like 5 or 6 casts. But what ends up happening is when you get them kind of fired, the whole ignition of this. There'd be fish there without the rain, but that rain is what did the magic sauce. Just making that real slow, soft current is what has set them up. They're all the way in there. I think the school's actually pushed up a little bit. Little guy. Two words. We're done. We're done. Fun Unplugged.